So this is the first of 3 videos on completing the square, and in this video we're going to look at changing a quadratic function like this, x squared plus 6x plus 12, into this format here. In the second video we'll look at slightly more complicated quadratics where we have either a 2x squared or a 3x squared here, and in the third we'll look at the applications of this technique. So why is it actually useful in maths to do this? Okay, so this is quite a simple technique, so I'm going to try and go through pretty quickly, I'm just going to start by actually giving you the answer, and then we can analyze how I got to the answer so quickly. So I know that if I want to write this quadratic here in this format, I can use a particular technique. So I'm going to write it out. I'm going to say that's the same as y equals x plus 3 squared take away 3 squared plus 12. I'm just going to simplify that out first before we talk about why that's the case. That's x plus 3 squared take away 9 plus 12 is plus 3. So I've literally done that in less than a minute. I've managed to change from this format into this format pretty quickly. So let's analyze how I actually managed to do that. I'm going to start by looking at this part of the equation, x squared plus 6x. How did I know that it was x plus 3 all squared? Well, I know that if I expand out x plus 3 all squared, then that's the same as x plus 3 times x plus 3, which is, of course, x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. So that's x squared plus 6x plus 9. So if I knew that if I halved this number here, so if I half 6 and put, which is 3, and put that here, then I get x squared plus 6x plus 9. And the x squared plus 6x is the bit that I want. Okay, so all we have to do is actually half this number here. It's actually got a special name. It's called the coefficient of x. If I half this, then I instantly get my number inside the brackets, x plus 3 squared. However, as you can see, I took away 3 squared then. After that, why did I take away 3 squared? Well, I had this plus 9 on the end, which I don't want. And I got the plus 9 by doing 3 times 3. Okay, so you have to take away 3 squared just to get this x squared plus 6x, which you want. Okay, so that's why I took away 3 squared. And then, of course, I had to add 12 at the end because I've got my plus 12 there. Okay, let's do I know I went through that quite quickly, so let's do another example and talk about that. So I've got this example here, x squared minus 4x minus 6 in completed the square format. So of course I start with my first step, which is to half the coefficient of x. So if I half minus 4, I get minus 2. So I know that's what I have to start with. If I expand that out, I get x squared minus 2x, which is minus 4x, which is actually exactly what I want. But I get a minus 2 times minus 2 as well. And a negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. A negative times a negative is a positive. So I get a plus 4 there, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that away. It's minus 2 times minus 2, which is minus 2 squared. So I'm going to take away I'm going to take away minus 2 squared. However, minus 2 squared is the same as 2 squared, because minus 2 squared is 4 and 2 squared is 4. So all I have to do is take away 2 squared. I just have to take away this number here. Don't have to take into account the sign at all. So as in this case I took away 3 squared, in this case I'm taking away 2 squared. And of course I've got a minus 6 at the end, so I'll include that here. If I just write out the answer now, then I've got x minus 2 squared minus 4 minus 6 is minus 10. Okay, so just to summarize that, I can take the coefficient of x, the number in front of x, and divide it by 2, and I instantly get this part. Then I can take away this number squared, and then I can just take away or add this number at the end just to complete the process. Hope that helps. Go to the next video and you'll see more.